The Japanese colonial period lasted up to the year 1945, and being born in 1933, I spent the early years of my childhood growing up in that era. I don't have many memories about my childhood except for some bits related with my elementary school days. I was living in my hometown, Togo, in Chungcheongnam-do area. Japanese military government forced us not to use our own Korean language at school. Instead, we had to learn Japanese. The school I attended even had a few Japanese kids there also. In all aspects, there were various types of restrictions, and we all detested this part of our lives. My school was distant from my house. In those days, like you would imagine, there were no cars, so we needed to walk every day. The trip took around 40 to 50 minutes. Due to the number of Japanese students, there was no apparent racial discrimination. And to be honest, because of a young age, I didn't really know what discrimination was. I know every Korean were going through a tough time, but then again, because of young age, I can tell you I don't have much memories about that period. However, one thing I remember is that I was very young when I entered school, 3 or 4 years younger than the others. When we were forced to do something, I really had a tough time as I had to do the same things that much older people did. Korean people were relieved of Japanese oppression after their independence in 1945. Peace prospered until 1950. People were saying that a war broke out, but they were not aware of what they had to do to stay safe. All the people were confused and scared. The Korean War continued for 3 years, when the South Korean army repeated their advancements and retreats by moving over the 38th parallel to occupy the south region of North Korea, and then falling back below the 38th parallel shortly after, and were pushed right to the southern tip of the Korean peninsula. In the long run, the entire Korean peninsula suffered from the destruction caused by the war. Moreover, all Koreans were scared of the double aspects of the Korean War, which looked like a local or civil war between South and North Korea, but actually a more complicated one related to bigger powers such as the USA, USSR, and China backing the war. No, we were living together with our relatives, and my nephews were 2 and 4. So we cannot even think about leaving home for any refuge-seeking journey. Around the time when the war was getting serious, the whole town was nearly evacuated, so we were really scared. Yes, I have a clear idea about any war. War is the most horrible thing in the world, and the peace is the most valuable thing in the world.